On September 24th, 2008, at approximately 2100 hours, I was working midnight patrol. I was dispatched to a domestic-related call with Officer White and Officer James riding as my backup. Calls like these can go from calm to chaotic in seconds, but we had no idea what we were walking into. As we arrived, we could hear a couple yelling, but it was hard to make out what they were arguing about. We knocked and announced. To our surprise, the woman who answered was cool, calm, and collected. This was obviously not her first rodeo. She told us her boyfriend, who we'll call Robert, had been on a 3-day substance-fueled bender. She warned us that he was in the back bedroom, butt naked, screaming at the top of his lungs, and assured us that he had no weapons. We asked her to stay in the kitchen for her safety. At this point, I drew my weapon and held the hallway as the three of us geared up, gloves on, just in case we had to go hands-on. At this time, I started giving Robert commands, telling him to show me his hands and keep them where I could see them. We asked Robert to come out and talk to us, to which he replied,
"F you, f off and get out of my house."
Sure enough, he was still completely naked, sweating like he'd run a marathon. Each time we tried to reason with him, he just screamed louder, swearing and flailing. It was clear he wasn't coming out willingly, and we knew it was time to act. Since I was first at the door, I knew I had to go in first. I holstered up and I jumped on the bed. Yeah, like a trampoline, to get some leverage and take him down. The guy was so sweaty I couldn't get a proper grip on him. All three of us had to get hands-on to try to cuff him. That's when Robert, our naked friend, decided to fight back. With his bladder. Robert started peeing. On us, on the walls, and all over the floor. The floor turned into a skating rink. I was lucky to be near a wall for support, but Officer White and Officer James weren't so lucky. They slipped and slid around like they were in an ice rink from hell. It felt like an eternity. Eventually, we got him in cuffs and took him out of the house. He was committed to a local hospital for a mental health evaluation and potential overdose. About a week later, while on duty, I was at my favorite wing joint, still wondering what happened to that guy. As I stared at the menu, guess who walked right past me? Robert. Definitely looked like had just gotten out of jail and was looking for his first real meal. Robert looked at me with big eyes and said,
"Hello, sir."
I could tell he didn't remember me, but seemed really concerned about how I knew who he was. He must have read the police report when he sobered up and saw that he had peed on law enforcement, because let me tell you, I have never seen a man avoid eye contact faster in my life. Safe to say, I don't think Robert will be pulling off any more 3-day benders anytime soon.